When introducing badminton to beginners during social distancing, it's important that you have the gym split up into grids. Notice each badminton court is split up in half and divided into a 12 by 12 foot grid for students to play safely in. These grids were created using window paint. Window paint is an effective paint because it not only is durable, but it can be wiped off when ready. When introducing badminton for the first time, it's important that you start with a balloon. The balloon is lightweight. It allows students to be able to reposition their bodies in time enough to change their racket position, but it also allows for a high success rate for students to be able to perform successfully. Notice how much time you have as a balloon goes up and down. This allows students to reposition their racket for a forehand or a backhand shot or an overhand shot successfully. The first thing you need to go over when teaching badminton is proper grip on the racket. Notice the different position that I placed my thumb in. You will reposition your thumb for each of the 3 shots that you'll be performing. Part of the racket on your forehand shot, when switching to the backhand or overhead shot, you will reposition your thumb to the flat side of the racket in order to give you more power and stability while holding it. Cover these 3 types of swings, forehand, backhand, and overhand shot with the students as beginning steps to badminton. The underhand hit is when you keep the racket underneath the balloon or birdie. Notice the thumb is on the round edge of the racket handle. Keep your eyes on the balloon or birdie and keep the racket underneath. This should be the first skill that you teach in the progression of hits for badminton. Here, your thumb should be on the flat edge of the handle. Next is the overhand or overhead hit. When the balloon or birdie goes above your shoulder, you reposition the racket so it's facing the ceiling and keep the birdie or balloon going toward the ceiling. Notice my elbow was up while performing the shots. Next is the backhand swing. With this swing, my thumb should be on the flat side of the handle. I bring my arm across the opposite side of my body and I swing with the top of my hand or backhand back across the dominant side of my body. The underhand serve starts the game of badminton. Hold the birdie or balloon on the opposite side of the racket hand. Position the balloon across your body in line with the racket. Once in line with the racket and about hip level or lower, you're going to hit underneath the balloon or birdie up toward the ceiling. It's important to have your opposite foot in front before you serve. Once you have finished teaching skills, combine them in a combination. Underhand serve, overhand hit, backhand hit. This will reinforce all the skills that you've taught. Another component of badminton is making sure that the students shuffle their feet. Notice as I hit the balloon up, I position myself underneath the balloon by shuffling my feet toward it. This is especially important when you're going for different types of hits, like the forehand or backhand hit.